You're watching Pitch Up with the Pates, and I'm here today at Loudon Leisure World in Nottingham to take a look at the Swift Basecamp range, including the Basecamp 2, the new for 23 Basecamp 3, the Basecamp 4 and the Basecamp 6 of 2022. So join us as we take a look. So we'll begin with the Basecamp 2 2023. So there have been some quite significant upgrades to the 23 models. So we now have extra styling to the front and rear of the caravan. Sort of gives it a more rugged look in comparison to the 22 models. We also now have the blue graphics, which we really like. So external look of this caravan, in our opinion, is a big improvement. We now also have the 15-inch diamond cut alloy wheels that Swift are speccing on the 23 models. Again, really upgrades the look of this caravan. We also now have shock absorbers, which we have on our Conqueror, and I find compared to the last caravan we had, it really does make a difference in the towing experience, particularly with the roads as they are now, with all the potholes, etc. It really does help. So let us know what you think in the comments below. Do you think this is a big improvement on the previous model? Got your shower point there, inlet for the water. You've got your power hookup, and also you've got a inlet there for the TV cable or satellite. So yeah, really good looking van. Really good upgrade for 2023. Let's take a look inside. So the Basecamp 2 is a 2-berth caravan, and the front seats there in the lounge area make a really good sized double bed. We've also got the new blue colour scheme now inside, opposed to just the orange we had in 22. They have kept the storage above in the orange, but the contrast does look really good in our opinion. Really useful zip fronts as well. So yeah, I really like those. They would be great for us when we're packing to go and pick our caravan up from storage. We could just take these out, bring them home, and then bring them back packed. So yeah, lots of space in there, as you can see. Really good idea there from Swift. So one of the big upgrades for 23 is the command panel, which has now made a return. It wasn't on the 22 models. We've said before in our previous reviews, we absolutely love the command, and to have it on this particular caravan is great, particularly because it has got the 100-watt solar panel, so you can actually monitor the battery levels and the charging from that solar panel on the caravan. So yeah, this is unfortunately not plugged in. I'll have to do a demonstration on a future video, but really good there to see the command system back in the Basecamp caravans. Taking a look at the kitchen area, nice and compact, but lots of worktop space, which is good to see. It's got a real nice quality feel to it. Love the grey cabinets, and they're really nice feel in terms of the operation, so does not feel cheap at all, although it isn't a cheap caravan. So got some good useful storage in there. Dometic under counter fridge. Got the Thetford duplex combined oven grill, and you've got the hob, just 3 gas burner at the top there. They are raised, that wouldn't be an issue for us, but yeah, I guess you can't use that space for anything else due to the raised nature. There's no cover etc for that. But yeah, really nice looking kitchen area, contrasts well against the cream cabinets above. So these lockers have got plenty of space for keeping your cups, plates, and anything for the kitchen area. Got your solar, Truma solar charge point there. So that's the control for the 100-watt solar panel. So it's great to see that as standard on the 2023 models. So we'll have a look now at the bathroom. So it is a wet room style with the shower and toilet and your wash basin in there. So yeah, from a shower room, washroom point of view, it is compact, but it's really tastefully done. Love the grey panel on the back there. Just got one plug in the corner, a light above the mirror, but really tastefully done. Really like that, and a huge skylight, so you'll be able to open that up and get plenty of air in after a shower to dry it off. Would be good to see a ductboard as standard. Obviously if you're going in there after a shower you'd have to get wet feet if you didn't dry it, so that'd be nice to see, but I'm sure you'll be able to get something to retrofit that once you purchase the caravan. Little bit of storage next to the washroom. So this would be your main wardrobe. Has the aerial in there as well, and your main table. But yeah, you definitely get a couple of coats in there, some t-shirts, a couple of jumpers etc. So yeah, there's enough room for a couple. Definitely would do the job. But yeah, really like the Basecamp 2. It's possibly the pick of the range. It sticks to the original idea of the Basecamps, so being a entry-level, simple, modern style of caravan. Really nice spec on this. So actually the spec goes beyond entry level with the command, with the quality feel of the furnishings, the lockers, the cupboards. You've got nice big windows, let lots of light in. Nice quality blinds as you see in the rest of the Swift range. So yeah, really nice quality caravan. And with Bailey relaunching their Discovery range for 23, I've seen some social media posts regarding that. It is looking like a really nice caravan, the Discovery. However, I do feel that this Basecamp has a better feel. I haven't been in the 23 Discovery, but having gone in previous 22, 21 models, I do feel that the Basecamp just has a more premium edge. Let us know what you think. Bailey Discovery, or would you go for the Basecamp? Let's take a look at the Basecamp 4, have a look at the differences. So this Basecamp 4 is fitted with the optional Alco ATC fitment. So this is a factory fit option. Might be something worth considering. Perhaps if you're new to towing, this is a slightly larger caravan than the Basecamp 2. So it's possibly something that you might want to consider. And this one's been added to this demonstrator. So yeah, similar to the Basecamp 2, it's got that new rugged look from the extra front and rear panels. So let's go inside and take a look. You have the side dinette, which also makes up that double bunk, making this a 4-berth. So even for a couple who wouldn't use the bunk or the bunks, it would be really useful to have that dinette permanently made up. Gives you extra space to sit, relax, and it means you could keep potentially your bed constantly made up at the front rather than the lounge, if that's something you wanted to do if you were just on a short stay, for example, on site. So the kitchen, we'll start with the kitchen. So the kitchen in the Basecamp 4 is a mid kitchen rather than to the rear in the 2. However, you have a very similar spec in the Dometic under counter fridge. Really useful area on top though here for putting your TV. That would actually be really useful. You could get your soundbar on there, TV. Yeah, really like that. Even fit a coffee machine just behind. And then round on the other side we have the Thetford Duplex combined grill oven and that same 3 gas burner above. Not as much worktop space on this side. You do have the extending worktop, which you probably would need if you had a TV on this side, but if you didn't have a TV there, you very much would use that for food prep. It would make a good area actually for food preparation. So similar in terms of storage, the cutlery trays inside the main opening cupboard rather than a separate drawer accessible above, but still loads of space in there. Really useful there again for more utensils, etc. So I don't think storage would be an issue. You have the lockers above, same colour, cream. Got the controller there for the 100-watt external solar panel. So yeah, really nice thought out mid kitchen design. Yeah, really like this on this side. That would be really useful. Lots of sockets. So you've got 3 sockets there, 230 volt. Got your SAT and TV aerial points, 12 volt. You've also got USBs in this sort of little cubbyhole area. That'd be really useful for putting your phone, charging your phone in there. That'd be ideal. Lounge area. The front benches are slightly shorter. It's got that new blue design. Really like those cushions. Great looking caravan. Really like the 23 updates. So yeah, not quite as big in the front lounge area. However, you have got that dinette behind, which does make up for that, and this would still make a good size double. Some storage areas to the front. They are quite large. Would have been probably better if they were lockers, because it's not a lit edge, so you could potentially lose things. If you travelled with them on there, you'd have to remove them, which is a shame. Got 4 of the Basecamp storage bags above. The command again, got 2 USBs next to that. Again, really think this is a great feature on these 23 models. The command is only available on the more premium Swift products, ordinarily now from 23 onwards, so with the Conqueror and the Elegance. So it's a real bonus to see that on these Basecamp models. And we'll take a look in the washroom. Similar style washroom, very similar in size. Got the roof light above the mirror. Really nice domestic style tap. Yeah, I really like these panels. Got some storage as well in the back there, just above, to keep your toiletries, etc. And another light just above that. Got the one plug. Yeah, really nice space. Love the grey panel. The dinette area is the real selling point for this caravan. So I guess if you were looking for a 2-berth, not necessarily a 4, you'd have the option of the Basecamp 2 or the 4, depending whether or not your car could tow the extra weight. You'd want the extra length of caravan, but that would really be a useful space. Keep the table set up permanently. You could remove the bunks, the upper bunk. You could store that away from the caravan and just have the dinette set up. Got the wardrobe, aerial point. So yeah, you get a few bits and pieces here on that rail. It's not huge, but possibly enough for a couple of you. That's quite handy, having the power supply unit in here, so it's really easy to access. Really like that. Yeah, that's really good. Does take up some space, that's the negative, but having that so accessible is a real plus point. That might make life really easy for powering off when you're leaving the caravan in storage. If you had any blown fuses, etc., you could access that really easily. Got the ladder there for the bunk, main table. But yeah, it's big enough for a couple to get some bits and pieces in there. And obviously you've got the lockers above with these bags, the storage containers, the storage bags, to get what you need for your trip away. So that's the Basecamp 4. Really good looking caravan. The 23 revisions are absolutely great. Much prefer the 23 range over the 22. What do you think? So taking a look at the Basecamp 6 2022, so you can see the difference there in the front panel, the front styling to the front locker area, and the 2022 graphics, slightly different. So yeah, there is a little difference there also in the alloys. So we've got the previous generation alloys rather than the diamond cut. And again, paneling on the back there, a little different for the 22. But yeah, this one has been dropped from the 23 range and replaced with the Basecamp 3, the 3-berth. So let's go in and take a look. Stepping inside, you can see the dinette to the side, which also changes up into a bunk, and you've got a bunk to this side also. So we've got the double bunk design at the back. Really like the idea of a dinette. I think it's really useful. So even if you were going to use this as a 3 or 4 berth, you'd have the dinette with table that you could use. That'd be really handy for us with our 4-year-old, just to have his own space to play and draw, etc. So storage above, same as the 23 model. They've kept the same design there with the orange, but this has the orange throughout rather than the new blue scheme in the 23. So you can see where the extra space is at the back of this caravan with the bunk design. Mid kitchen However, with this kitchen you have got extra preparation space, very similar in the 3 gas burner Thetford duplex oven grill. Storage below, so extra storage there, which is great. Good to see them as drawers as well and just not fold down panels. Got the cutlery drawer in there, and also that's your dedicated cutlery, so lots of space there for storing your things. So you can put your utensils in one, your main cutlery in the other. Really, really good. Under counter fridge freezer. Lots of sockets again, 3 sockets, 230 volt, 12 volt, and your aerial sat points. 3 lockers above the kitchen, which is really positive to see. So lots of storage, and there is your control for the solar panel. So this one's got the slightly older design, it is slightly heavier. It's not the slimline design as comes with the 23, but nice size mid kitchen, and then you've got the mid washroom opposite. So very similar in style to the previous base camps, the 2 and the 4 we've had a look at today. Got the roof light above. It's got a slight intrusion there from the wheel arch, but yeah, it's a reasonably usable space. Nice big mirror and light above the mirror there, and one to the rear where that locker is. Okay, so let's take a look at the lounge area. So this would make a reasonable sized double. Don't have storage lockers below these base camps, but they do fold up to create extra space at the front. Got the front occasional table, and those open shelves again, which could have possibly done with a small lip on there, a ledge, just so you don't have to remove items for travelling. The great thing about the base camp is that big front window, which lets lots of light in and looks really good. Okay, we'll just pan round, have a look down the bottom end of the van, and obviously the unique point of these base camps is the fact that the main door is to the rear of the caravan. The 22 models did not have the Swift command. It's got the more simple control panel. So that is the Basecamp 6 22 model. There's potentially some great discounts on these. So this one's got a £4.5 grand discount, with it being a 22 model. So if this is what you were looking for, a 6 berth Basecamp, it would be a real bargain with that sort of discount. Let's take a look at the Swift Basecamp 3 2023. This is a new model for the 23 range. It's the first fixed bed Basecamp design in the range to date. It's got the same exterior upgrades as the Basecamp 2 and 4 that we previously looked at of the 23 series, with those more rugged looking exterior panels. I do think these will be quite a rare sight out on a holiday when you're pitching up, etc. I don't think these will be sold in abundance. So yeah, it's quite nice to get our hands on one of these and actually have a look at this new fixed bed design. Join me then as we go inside. Stepping inside the Swift Basecamp 3, we can instantly see the difference to the 2, 4 and 6 with that fixed bed in the front. We'll have a look at that in a moment, but very familiar in feel with that centre kitchen with that nice worktop space as we've seen before. That new colour scheme with the blue looking really effective. Also the orange storage bags above. We've got the dinette there as well to the side rear. I've not got the table set up at the moment, but it just shows how that would be used as a side dinette. So if this was going to be used as a 2-berth, you'd probably keep that set up with the table, really nice space to the side. Or if you're going to use this as the 3-berth, it pulls out really easily into a single bed, and then that would just, the cushions just move down, as you can see, and you'd make that bed very quickly, very easily. It literally takes seconds. So we'll start then in this front lounge area. So this is perhaps what everyone would want to have a look at with this particular van. It's the major difference between the other Swift Basecamp models, the 2, 4 and the previous 6, is this fixed bed. So it is a double bed design, and the great thing is it's got that Duvet mattress which Swift use throughout their range. Really comfortable mattresses. We've had a Duvet in both of our Swift products and find them really, really comfortable. This is currently set up in day mode, so that would be the sort of lounge seating during the day. So it does make sort of a bench seat at the front. I'm not sure from a longevity point of view how the mattress would fare, sort of being folded up there in the centre. It is designed to work that way, so it's actually designed in 2 panels, as you can see through the plastic. But obviously you wouldn't ordinarily sit on your mattress during the day unless you were just sat on the bed for a short period of time. So that would be interesting to see from a longevity point of view. However, it is a very good quality mattress, so potentially it would be okay. So time will tell, I guess, with that one. And then to pop it into night mode, you just pull these slats forwards, and then you would pull the mattress down, pop that down there, and that would make that really good size double. So I think that's the real selling point in this caravan, having that fixed bed at the front. If you were just a couple, if you were single, this would be a great caravan if you keep that front double made up most of the time. So it's sort of the primary setup, and then you'd use the side dinette for sort of just sat relaxing. You could use it for working, for example. So if you work from home and you lived in the caravan full time, you could use that working from home, dining, etc. So that is a really sort of useful design, perhaps, if you didn't mind that being down all the time. Okay, let's have a look at the kitchen. So you've got the under counter fridge freezer, Dometic, as is most often the case with Swift caravans. Really like that worktop space, as I've said previously. Be great for a TV, soundbar, coffee machine, kettle. You've got the 230 volt sockets there, an extra one below, 12 volt sat and your TV aerial, and you've got this small cubby hole again, which has got the two 5-volt USBs, which would be perfect for charging phones, your gadgets. Be great for the GoPro, stick in that little cubby hole, it wouldn't get knocked or damaged. And then over this side then, on the opposite side of the kitchen, as before, we've got the Thetford Duplex oven grill combined. You've got the 3 gas burner hob, it's raised again. Wouldn't be an issue for me, but it does reduce the prep space of putting plates, etc. Domestic style tap. You've got the obligatory 23 models, all come with the new Swift washing up bowl. As you can see, it's perfect size to use with the cover, which we always struggled with prior to that becoming available. Storage underneath with your cutlery drawers, so your dedicated cutlery drawer and a drawer to the side. Storage underneath, and you've also got storage under that Thetford Duplex grill oven. Okay, we'll move into the storage then with the wardrobe. So you've got your power unit in there, which I think is a really great place, despite it taking up sort of space in there. I really like the fact it's just so easy to get to, so you know sort of at a glance whether it's on, off, access to fuses, etc. You've got your aerial and also your main table if you should use that. Okay, let's go through into the bathroom. So the washroom area is as with the other base camps we've looked at today. Light to the front, light to the rear. You've got your shower, good size sink, your mirror, storage behind for your toiletries, and really like these grey panels. Really good looking washroom. It is compromised with the space, however, to get a fixed bed, a side dinette, kitchen and a washroom in a caravan of this size is no mean feat. It's a real credit to Swift for getting so much caravan in such a small space. Another bonus with the 23 models, as we've stated earlier, is the Swift command unit. We've also got the USBs to the side there, which is useful. You could tuck your gadgets, your electronic devices into one of the bags at the side and have that plugged in for your smart devices, or you could have it plugged in if you had a longer cable when you're using the side dinette. So really nice place to be, this base camp. It makes a huge difference when a caravan is plugged in, and you can actually have a look at the lighting. You can see perhaps how it would be when you're using it when you're on holiday. But let us know what you think. Are you a fan of the Basecamp 3? What's your thoughts on this fixed bed design? Really unique layout, really unique caravan. Definitely a talking point, and very different from the other base camps that we've seen from Swift to date, which is good to see. It's good to see different styles and designs coming from our UK manufacturers. Okay, so that concludes our overview of the Swift Basecamp range. We've looked at the 23 range with the new edition of the Basecamp 3, and we've also looked at the Basecamp 6 from 2022. Which is the pick of the range? Let us know in the comments below which Basecamp you would choose. We think the Basecamp 2 possibly is the pick. It sticks to the original concept, the original design idea of a small, funky, lightweight caravan. The Basecamp 3 really took us by surprise. The fixed bed design, the way that it folds, was much better than we perhaps first anticipated, and we're really impressed with that particular caravan. We think that could work for us and our family of 3 if we were looking for a much more lightweight and compact caravan design. So let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.